Hey, what's up everyone? Sean here from Step by Step Excel Training, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the left, right, and mid functions in Excel. Now let's say you have these dates here and you want to separate them out between day of the week, month, day of the month, and year. Well, instead of manually going through line by line and typing in Friday, January like that, 03/2020, and then manually doing it for all the other lines, what you can do is leverage this left, right, and mid function capability in Excel. So the first one we're going to look at is left. Okay, so if I type in equals left, it's going to open up these parameters and it's going to say, what text do I want to use or pull from to get the leftmost characters? So we're going to use cell B4 because we want to pull the text from this larger string of information. And you press comma, it's going to say what's the number of characters. So how many characters do you want to take from the left of this string of data? So because you can see Friday, the days are 3 characters long, we want to choose 3, close the bracket, and hit enter. So you can see that that's going to take out the left 3 characters from the date to give us the day of the week. And I'll just double click there, which will drag that down to the bottom. Now, if we want to use the month or the day of the month, we'll use the mid function, but I'll skip over those real quick and go to the year. So if we use the left function for the day on the very left, we're going to use the right function for the year off to the very right. So again, we're going to type in equals right. It's going to ask you for the text. So again, we're going to use this string of information in the date. The number of characters, 2020 is 4 digits or 4 characters, so we're just going to choose 4, close the bracket, and hit enter. So you can see that that's going to take the the 4 most right-hand characters from that cell and separate it out, which is 2020. And again, we'll just copy and drag that down to the bottom of the worksheet. So the last part of the left, right, and mid is going to be the mid function. And this is a little, there's another extra step or two involved here. So let's just type in equals mid and see what it's asking for. So again, it's asking for the text. So where do we want to pull the information from? So again, it's going to be cell B4, comma. What is the starting number? So where do we want to start counting the characters within this data cell? So if we want the month, we're going to want to start here with January with this J. So you can see if you count over, FRI is 3 characters, the space is a 4th character. So the first character we want to start counting at is number 5, which is going to be that J right there. So 5. And then what's the number of characters? So again, how many characters we want to count over to separate from this information. As you can see again, the months are all 3 characters or 3 letters long. So for the number of characters, we're going to choose 3. We're going to close the brackets and hit enter. So you can see what that's doing is it's taking, starting at the 5th character, which is the J, it's going to count 1, 2, 3, J-A-N, and return this 3-letter shortened version of the month January. And then if I click and drag that down, it's going to go all the way down. So for day of the month, it's very similar, where we want to type in equals mid. And again, we want to take it from cell B4. Where's the starting number? So if we want the day of the month, we want to start at this 0 for 03, okay? You can just take the 3 if you want to, but you can see down here, we're going to need to take 2 characters, so we're going to want to start at that first number. So again, FRI is 3 characters, the space is 4, JAN is 5, 6, 7, and then this space is 8. So we want to start at the 9th character within this string, which is going to be the 0. And then it again asks how many characters, what's the number of characters you want to pull. So because the date is 2 characters or 2 numbers long, we want to choose the number 2 here. And you can see when we close that bracket and hit enter, it's going to give us just those 2 digits. So you can see that this is a really quick way to separate it out without manually having to type it in. But as I'm sure you noticed, it's usually pretty important to make sure that the formatting is the same, because if we had actually spelled out Friday, January 3rd, 2020, It's going to be a different formula for day of the week for a Friday as it is for a Thursday, because if we pull out 6 characters for Friday, it's not going to pull out the full 8 characters. So just make sure that the information is consistent so that when we apply this formula or these functions to the entire string of data, it gives us comparable information all the way down to the bottom. So as always, I hope you got some value from this video, and if you've been enjoying the training and learning something from it, then be sure to hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel.